Werewolves have always been some of the most iconic creatures in folklore and mythology, known for their terrifying transformation from human to beast, often under the light of the full moon. These shape-shifting legends span across the globe, with each culture adding its unique spin on the myth of the werewolf. Today, we're diving deep into the top 10 werewolves in global mythologies, uncovering the origins and fascinating details of these feared and revered creatures. Let's start with the European werewolf, which is perhaps the most well-known of all. Originating in ancient Greece and Rome, the myth of the lycanthrope tells the story of a human who transforms into a wolf, either through a curse, magic, or sometimes voluntary ritual. In ancient Greece, the transformation was often linked to a curse from the gods. For example, the story of King Lycaon, who angered Zeus and was transformed into a wolf as punishment, highlights the fear of the beast within and the consequences of hubris. The full moon, while not a central part of the original myth, has become closely tied to the modern image of the werewolf, symbolizing the uncontrollable, primal side of humanity. But Europe's werewolf myths are not just limited to the classics. Moving to the Scandinavian countries, we encounter the Vargkurl, a wolfman figure who could transform into a powerful wolf, often seen as a warrior or hunter. In Norse mythology, the wolf is a powerful symbol, especially with figures like Fenrir, the giant wolf destined to bring about Ragnarok. Norse beliefs often view werewolves as those who embrace the wild, untamed nature of the wolf, sometimes becoming heroic figures in battle or tragic figures consumed by their beastly side. In North American mythology, particularly among Native American tribes, we find the legend of the Skinwalker. While not strictly a werewolf, the Skinwalker is a shaman who can shapeshift into a wolf or other animal. Often associated with dark magic, the Skinwalker is a figure of both fear and respect, believed to possess great supernatural powers. The Skinwalker is often seen as someone who has broken cultural taboos, making the transformation a curse rather than a gift. Traveling to Africa, we encounter the terrifying Werehyena legend, most notably found in East African tribes. Hyenas, often symbols of death and chaos, are viewed as cunning and dangerous creatures, and the Werehyena takes this fear to the next level. These creatures are said to be humans who can transform into hyenas to terrorize villages, often associated with witchcraft and dark magic. In some cultures, the Werehyena is believed to be a harbinger of death, stalking the night to feast on the souls of the living. In Asia, one of the most fascinating werewolf-like creatures is the Nok-Gae from Korean folklore. This creature transforms into a giant wolf and is said to be extremely vicious, hunting down those who cross its path. The Nok-Gae embodies the duality of nature, beautiful but deadly, representing both the serene and terrifying aspects of the natural world. Korean myths often depict this creature as being tied to vengeance, suggesting that it was once a human being seeking justice through violent means. Now, moving to the Middle East, ancient Persian mythology introduces the wolfman figure. This tale tells of a hero who is cursed by a god and transformed into a werewolf, only to fight against evil forces. The wolfman embodies both heroism and tragedy, as he struggles with his dual nature, fighting to protect humanity while battling the monster within. This myth represents the age-old theme of inner conflict, showcasing the battle between civilization and savagery. In the heart of Central America, the Aztec culture also has its own take on the werewolf myth. The Tzitzimit were moon deities who had the ability to turn into wolves to ravage the land. They were both creators and destroyers, embodying the cyclical nature of life and death. Their role in the Aztec pantheon was significant, representing the balance between light and dark, and their transformation into wolves was symbolic of their wild, untamable power. In Slavic folklore, one of the most feared werewolf-like creatures is the Volkodlak. This creature is often described as a vampire-werewolf hybrid, associated with death and the undead. The Volkodlak is known for its ferocious nature, hunting down the living under the cover of night. This creature is deeply rooted in Slavic beliefs about the afterlife, where it is said to emerge from the grave to seek vengeance against those who wronged it in life. In South America, we encounter the Lobisón from Argentina, one of the most famous werewolf legends in Latin American folklore. The Lobisón is a man cursed to transform into a werewolf every full moon, wreaking havoc in the rural areas. According to legend, the Lobisón is an unfortunate soul who must live with the curse of this transformation, often linked to dark family secrets and the supernatural. In Finland, the legend of the Hirviö speaks of a creature that is both human and wolf, often tied to ancient rituals and beliefs about the forces of nature. This figure is a reminder of the deep connection between humans and the wilderness, and how our primal instincts can never truly be tamed. the Hirvio represents the wildness within, calling upon ancient traditions that blur the lines between man and beast. Finally, in the Philippines, the terrifying Aswang is often described as a shapeshifter who can become a wolf, among other creatures. The Aswang is one of the most feared creatures in Filipino folklore, with its nocturnal habits of preying on the weak and vulnerable. Known for its ability to change form at will, the Aswang represents the fear of the unknown, lurking in the shadows, ready to strike. From ancient Greece to the Philippines, the legend of the werewolf transcends cultures and borders, each variation adding layers to this powerful and primal myth. Werewolves represent our darkest fears and our untamed natures, serving as a reminder that the line between humanity and the wild is thinner than we might think. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the top 10 werewolves from around the world. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more mythological adventures. Until next time, stay safe under the full moon.